How are you doing? I hope that this day is coming along fine for you. You've got the energy and the drive to achieve and accomplish your purposes today. And I hope that's true for your friends as well. And I hope that your family is well. Whether you're married or single, you're still part of a family. Your family may be your parents, your family may be your children, your family may be your siblings. Sometimes when you talk about family, people just think about, being married to somebody, but I hope your family is well. That's important because if you will ever accomplish anything in life, you have to remember that you're a human being and you're interconnected with other human beings. So no matter how hard you go out to work, you still need the people that you love to be well. Which brings us to what we need to talk about today on Wisdom Moments on K24 with Miss C.J Atemo the Sage. Started talking yesterday about when to leave the workplace, and I did talk about when you have no growth. When you cannot see growth in your life, then you need to leave. Today, I'm going to talk about when the workplace gets toxic. Well, have you followed me on social media yet? C.J Atemo on every platform. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, on Facebook, C.J Atemo the page, and subscribe to C.J Atemo on YouTube as well. And remember, when you get to the YouTube, set notifications as well. Watch, like, share, and comment on the videos, and we'll be so glad that you're doing that. If you want us to talk about something, you want me to talk about something, or you were seeking clarification, either you can reach me on those various DMs, or you could even send me mail on cjatsol@gmail.com. If there's something that you feel you'd want me to address, or something that you'd want me to clarify, you can do that. Or just get into my inbox or DM and get in touch, and I will do my best to respond to you the soonest that I can. So one of the reasons, ladies and gentlemen, that would justify your leaving a workplace is when it gets toxic. See, we spend most of our waking up time, or rather most of the time when we're waking up, we spend it in the workplace. I was about to say woke, because you see, all this generation, we are woke. But we spend most of our time in the workplace. We spend time with our bosses, colleagues, with the teams that we work with. We spend most of the time with our employees. Probably more than we spend even with our families and friends. Because by the time you get home, even if you live with people, you probably will just have 2 to 3 hours with them, then go to bed, wake up in the morning and have some time, then begin to think of how to go out. So you end up then spending a lot more time in the workplace. That means that the workplace environment needs to be a good place, a place you want to go to. It should never be the kind of place you dread going to. It should never be the kind of place that you wake up and you struggle with. And I'm not talking about because you're tired. I'm not even talking about because, they have delayed paying you for 2 weeks or something. Well, to some people, that would also represent toxicity. But I'm talking about having so much negative energy every day. Sometimes when you are dealing with toxic environments, they elicit such kind of emotions in you as anxiety, that when you think about going to work, you begin having anxiety and sometimes even panic attacks. Your heart begins to race. Your mind is stressed. Your adrenaline is just high. You don't even have a reason to think what you're thinking, but you just feel something is going to go wrong. Either people are going to get into a fight, or somebody is going to undercut somebody. You just feel like somebody is going to backstab somebody. There's just going to be something going wrong. Either, investigators will come in, something will have been lost. There'll be a deal that puts you in a place where you're feeling threatened, you're compromised. You will have to go and cover up for somebody. You just feel like so much goes on. The drama is so high. Now, that's not the kind of place that you want to stay in. Why? Because when you stay in an environment for so long and that environment is toxic, you begin to take in the toxicity. When you go out like a sponge. You are squeezed, and whatever you have is released into that place. But on the flip side, you also take what is in that place and you go and squeeze it either at home or with the people that you will spend more time with, you spend time with in the evenings, either your friends or your family. So you carry energy from your house, from your friends, from wherever you have been, and then you take it into the workplace. It is taken up. When you're in a toxic environment, that is taken up so quickly. Your emotional energy is just drained so fast because right from the moment you walk into the door, there is a snide remark. People are just talking against each other. The teams are not working together. There's too much competition. There's too much sabotage in that place that people cannot just get together, agree, and do anything. That's not the kind of environment that you want to work in and stay in. It begins to affect you because sometimes you are forced to pick sides when that is not what you feel you need to do. You are always caught up in between, and people are telling on each other. The younger people will say there's too much snitching, and you are having all these kind of people who are going out and telling on each other, not because anybody has done something wrong, but because they maliciously are trying to pull each other down so that they can gain advantage. There are such kind of work environments where people are in. So every day you come in, you talk to person A, person B is upset because they feel that they should not, because they don't talk with person A, you should not be with person A. If you're with person A, it means that you're against them. And there's just so much going in. Now, sometimes these things are orchestrated from the top. Sometimes these things have been manipulated from the leaders and the bosses. Sometimes because they have so much that is going on, so much clandestine activity that is going on that they want to turn everybody against each other. Sometimes it is just the culture of the organization where people do not understand respect, they do not understand loyalty, they don't understand teamwork, they do not understand synergy. So what they do, they just fight each other every day. Sometimes it is just jealousy. Now, all of this can be handled if there is intentional leadership from the team leadership, whether it is the management or the directors or the owners of the company, whatever it may be, that can be handled. But when that is inculcated as a culture and nobody seems to have a problem with it and everybody seems to be comfortable with it, then if you stay there, you are going to project that toxicity elsewhere. You'll probably carry it to your house. So you get upset with kids who are just playing, just because you're carrying so much pressure and negativity from the workplace. And then you project it on your children, you project it on your spouse, you project it on other people who do not even know what you're going through and why you are acting the way you are acting. Somebody said that the workplace is supposed to be made in such a way that people work as human beings, not automatons. So sometimes the toxicity is that you are not even a human being in that place. People can't laugh. People cannot just connect. People can't just have fun. This is the importance of team building activities. It's the importance of sometimes just letting people just slide with certain things and have connections at a human and a personal level, because they're not machines coming into that place. When the workplace no longer takes into consideration the fact that you're a human being who has needs and emotions, who needs to be respected and who needs to connect with other people, that everybody comes in and works together for the good of the company and for the good of each other. When it is beginning to eat up into your human soul, it may be time for you to leave that workplace, because it will hurt you more than it will help you. This is C.J Atemo, and this has been Wisdom Moments on K24 with me. Till the next time, keep it right here.